Oh man,
we just finished saving. Good job. Okay, I was worried. Now we can end the session safely.
Yep, that was a good,
good
2-hour episode there we just recorded.
Yeah, I think there was some grinding that happened off camera, maybe.
I'm glad the internet will have seen all of that. Some of the exciting things. We got our robot to be excellent in this time. Got endgame equipment.
Really
Okay, this is a very important cutscene to me.
That, Mother, I remembered back to when you nursed me when I was sick.
Really, it's a shame we didn't have doctors other than a duck.
Oh, he's a quack.
Never get tired of that joke.
Mother,
He's a doctor of
am I
literature.
going to die?
Only if you keep jacking off at night.
Of course you won't die. But my head, it feels so faint. It's too late, Mother. Call a priest. Don't worry, sweetheart. Just rest and you'll feel better soon. And anyway, it's the priest's day off today.
So he can't exercise you until
So
tomorrow.
If you hang on a bit longer, you'll be able to go to heaven.
Wait!
What?
That's unfortunate for me!
Don't fucking die!
Don't fucking die while you can't have the priest around.
What fucking religion do you follow, lady?
Look, I'm sorry. The priest didn't ordain you to die. You're not allowed to die yet, Max. Otherwise, you're just a filthy heathen.
I didn't baptize you.
Your soul will wander around for 1,000,000 years.
Really, it's just going to be convenient that you end up in the time frame you need to fight the future.
Yes, literally fight. Well, no, we have to fight the past for the future. I think this is what the plot of Days of Future Past was about.
Something like that. Who knows anymore?
Alright, gotta switch back to Soul Edge.
Soul Edge.
The largest Chris knife you ever done seen. Unless you count the one in Spelunky, because that's like the size of his body, so. But like the question is, how big is the Spelunker's body?
3 bags full.
I mean, maybe Olmec's just regular size.
Well, maybe Olmec, like, and maybe everything's like actually correct size, like on screen, is the actual visual that they are in real life.
By the way, the best mod for Spelunky is the one that replaces Olmec's boss music with the theme from Legend of the Hidden Temple when they're doing the temple maze.
But how are they ever gonna find the silver monkey?
No, finding it is not the problem. Assembling this 3-part puzzle and making sure the head goes down right to activate the switch.
God, I just remember that. I remember that old like John Boyce article about how Legend of the Hidden Temple was designed to torture children.
Fucking when you've only eaten like some pizza all day and you've been like you're the third one to go on and you're all disoriented and you have to swing and there's guys about to come out and get you. But look out for the temple guards that might hide in the trees. And Olmec's like, oh, you may come through this place. And sometimes the fucking set doesn't work at all. And you have to, like, fucking bust your way through.
It was great.
Whatever happened to that variety, like, let's torture the kids for our entertainment show?
It was too expensive to pull off. Also Nintendo, like, the studio is no longer there. Like, you know, I think now that the Nickelodeon studio is now like a Blue Man Group thing. Like, there's an Abandonia episode about it.
Oh, huh.
All these just stockpiled silos of slime going to waste.
Like, let's see,
You know, one thing I learned was apparently Nickelodeon's like signature slime actually came from one of the Canadian shows they re-aired back when they started.
oh yeah, you
Yeah, I
can't
watched
do
things
that on
about that.
television. Also, let's see, yeah, that show, Legend of the Hidden Temple, had shit prizes because, it spent all its money on the set, as opposed to fucking, the video power, which had better prizes because it was just like a green screen and some video games.
really, it's a shame they didn't take more hints on how to give prizes from this happy clown here. It's like, hey kid, here's a gun! Good job!
I mean, this was the time of, I think, right around the time of blasting caps, maybe. And sometimes you could win a trip to space camp on even Hidden Temple.
Blasting
Also,
cap, gun things actually were around for a very long amount of time. Like,
I just
my
remember,
dad's
like,
youth.
the fucking RoboCop toys that had blaster cap action in some versions of Transformer toys.
now question, did the RoboCop ones have, like, the triple shot burst fire?
No, it was like they would, like, micro explosions would happen in his gun, and, like, smoke would come out blasting caps. Like,
But did it sound like there were 3 shots? This is very important.
like, sounds like a fucking yeah, no, like, you put, like, a card of it, like a strip, I think. And, you know, it all sounds like a fire hazard, so that's probably why they later went into, like, putting water guns in action figures. And, like, spring-loaded things. As opposed to...
I think also just giving kids things that look and sound less like actual guns. Like,
Also-
apparently that's the thing that ruined Mattel was the those battery-operated water guns that looked like actually
Oh,
like
have you ever seen,
real...
like, the old army gear toys? Which, like, is actually, looks like a gun, and looks like a grenade, but they unfold out to do things?
I would like to note that we are currently not outside of Battle of the Ram, doing battle with a dangerous tiny dragon, a Gemron, guarding his Dragon Ball.
And also, remember the Odyssey's gun?
Yeah, the one that was just a pistol.
No, it was a shotgun.
I thought there were 2.
There might have been a second gun. I just remember the
They
shotgun.
were both. I do remember the shotgun now that you mention it. Like, they were both very real guns.
I mean, it
because
was the
before...
first video game console. How are they? And this was a time when, you know, you could get toy guns that looked like real guns.
Yeah, man, the 70s were wild.
Fucking.
I think I remember they stopped selling toy guns that look like real guns because I think a lot of, like, robberies happened with them.
Yeah, like any toy gun that, like, looks like anything like a real gun has to have, like, that red tip on it.
They started putting the tips on the thing for that
Yeah, like,
purpose.
especially, like, usually with, like, that's usually like pellet guns
Airsoft.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Like airsoft guns, yeah, because, you know, those kind of always... And then any other toy gun is going to look like super cartoony and not like a gun at all.
Mm-hmm.
And even often still include that tip, like a lot of squirt guns do.
That's why Nintendo had the, you know, the orange gun.
Yeah, the orange. Yeah, they made the Zapper orange.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's actually I didn't realize how simple a device that actually is. Like all it is just a magnifier and like a photo sensor.
Yeah, it looks for the photograph of the duck you're trying to shoot.
Well, when you pull the trigger, it replaces the duck with a white square, which is why the screen looks so weird.
Oh yeah, I guess it would have to be more simple. And that's why the screen flashes when you shoot.
I think one of my
I
favorite
think you can
ones,
also
like,
beat. Oh man! Oh, just beating on this elephant. More animal cruelty this episode.
well, we're used to it by now.
Oh no, Ride Pod, no.
Animal cruelty to us.
Cruelty to robots.
This is why we kill elephants, Matt. They never forget.
We needed the Ride Pod to fight the first elephant.
What did you say, Matt? What were you gonna say?
What was I gonna say? What were we talking about?
The zapper?
Oh yeah, the Zapper. Yeah. I think apparently because of the way the Zapper detects stuff, you can actually just beat any Zapper game by just holding the Zapper up to a lamp and just pulling the trigger.
Well, it depends on if there's things you don't want to shoot.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like
But
Monkey's Alley.
you can beat Duck Hunt that way.
There is one, like, notable good Zapper game, which is this one that has, like, it's a side-scrolling robot fight. It's real sick. I forget the name of it, but it's really good.
I think I know what game you're thinking of. That might actually be a
Was that in the Super
game.
Nintendo?
Yeah,
oh,
Super
Scope.
Game.
You're right, it's Super Scope.
Yeah, Super
Yeah,
Scope.
'cause that was on Arcade Pit a lot
It's
early
fucking-
on.
Because the Super Scope, it had 2 games. That game and Yoshi. The
basically.
Yoshi Safari.
I think my favorite of these Nintendo detection software things, though, was when I learned about how the Wiimote worked. And of course, like, had some, like, basic sense of where it was and like, how the mechanics in there are tilted around and ometers that way. But my favorite thing about it is how it detects where you're pointing on the screen. and after you have like told it where the sensors are supposed to be on, like, equivalent to your TV, all the Wiimote does is checks if it senses those two marks at those two positions, and then adjusts based on there. Because of this, if you like lose the sensor bar, it's not a big deal. You can just like buy a couple of tea candles and set them up in that place because they emit the same type of light it's looking for.
Have you also seen the people that did 3D head tracking with VR by just strapping a Wiimote to a helmet? Or no. Actually, what they did was they put the Wiimote stationary, and they got those like jeweler's glasses that have the little LEDs in them, and replaced the LEDs with IR LEDs.
Okay.
And so when they moved around, the Wiimote the Wiimote tracked where they were relative to it, and moved things around on the screen accordingly.
That's kind of brilliant, simple idea.
Kind of like using two Kinects to make a 3D scanner. Which is probably the best use you can have out of Kinect.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the Kinect was a terrible video game peripheral, but it turned out to be a really good, like, industrial tool.
What, you guys are saying that you didn't love to dance the Han Solo?
Listen, I'm just saying, that thing had trouble detecting non-white people.
Just like me.
Just like,
Please,
like that,
we don't need another racist on YouTube, Max.
Yeah, they've got an influx of those recently.
What is it? It was, there was that other, like, HP camera thing that couldn't detect black people.
Also, sometimes I forget if it's a Kinect that would sometimes detect some weird ghost thing or something. Yeah, they was trying to like say, oh, like, I think the glitch was, oh, there's supposed to be a person there. I'll put like a shadow over there. So you have these shadow people showing up. Very unnerving.
Also, man, we're just getting bodied here.
Getting masked.
We're getting masked. The weird thing by Mattel that was
Mobile Action Strike something.
Yeah, they did comics recently because the Transformer comics are popular, but they were not as popular as the Transformer comics because people actually give a shit about Transformers. By the way, the Transformer comics nowadays are pretty good, I've heard. Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Like, people really like them. I know one of the recent arcs was fucking Megatron becoming an Autobot.
Huh.
So, I'm seeing that we're fighting these things as Monica and using fireballs. That seems okay. But wouldn't it be more effective as a sunflower?
No.
You'd be correct.
Oh, there we go.
What timing? Yeah, the old clown slaps. We know that elephants are afraid of abuse by their circus overlords.
Also, back on the Transformer thing, another plug for the Transformer wiki is probably one of the best. TF Wiki is probably one of the best wiki likes on the internet.
Yeah, it's where you can find all the pictures of the Animorphs toys.
Yes. Also, you know, few Wikipedias have an article that's simply titled "To Sell Toys."
Oh right, yeah, that's what's the purpose of Transformers?
Yes.
I'm still in love with, on the Soul Calibur one, there is a particular article for large breasts, and it's, yes, many of our characters have the big bap.
Listen, a Transformers wiki is good is because, like, I've heard it best the people who run that wiki are a band of rogues who are completely aware of how silly the concept of Transformers is.
I mean, you gotta be if you like it.
These are fucking robots that turn into cars. One of the things I love about Transformers lore is consistently humans are... It's not that Transformers are big, it's just humans are small.
Picked it right in the Dragon Ball.
Like, humans are... In all life in the galaxy, humans are particularly small. We are the Lilliputians. And everything else is like Transformer size. Nice. Well, normal, like, not counting the really big boys, like fucking, the City and, And especially...
Unicron.
Yeah, Unicron.
The planet.
Nothing gets bigger than Orson Welles. But yeah. Also, organic life form, period, is just somewhat rare in the galaxy. Most of it's mechanical,
Right, yeah.
like the Transformers.
I was about to see if they could tank those rocks. Have we actually hit one of the mass tribesmen with a rock?
I think so, maybe.
Was it really fucked up?
Only if we did on the moon.
Only if it was just us left in the map. The rocks do work on them when they run into you and you drop it on them. We've done that. I'm not sure if we've actually thrown one at them.
Fuck! I got mine!
You got the scuba.
This is the
scoop,
price
see?
we pay for journalism.
Bring me pictures of rams.
Parker, I need pictures of rams. Charging rams.
Sometimes you really need to go back and watch the old Superman, Spider-Man. The old Spider-Man cartoons are great because of how J. Jonah Jameson-centric they are. He is, for some reason, the Blee plot in every episode.
Because he's the best character.
Yeah, he's good.
He stands for
Yes!
best. The best plot.
Like, every episode... I mean, it's also because, like, this is a time period where he was actively funding supervillains. Like, he is the canonical reason the Scorpion exists. And that's why the Scorpion hates him. Because his suit got stuck on him.
I need you to bring me pictures of Spider-Man, but as also a different arachnid. Go.
No, he made Scorpion's suit so he could beat up Spider-Man.
Of course, the only way to be an arachnid is switch another arachnid. Why didn't
Also,
we think of this sooner?
In one episode, in the old cartoon, he basically, like, some guy shows up with a robot that can project his face, and, like, he, like, says, I'll give you a free sample, you can pay me after, you can use this robot to beat up Spider-Man. He's like, sure, why not? And this gets even more extreme in the newspaper Spider-Man, where he buys an old version of Iron Man's armor, and then makes it so it projects his face on top of Iron Man's armor to beat up Spider-Man.
So a question here. When he was setting up the Scorpion to be prepared to fight Spider-Man, did he said, you need to get him over here?
He also, I think, funded Rhinos.
Is Spider-Man a pudge?
No, he's too not Shufty.
What about, like...
He's a grapple boy. He's definitely
What
Bionic
about,
Commando.
like,
He's just not a pudge.
That one future one where you kind of put some weight on him.
I don't know how much weight he put on. Like, was he enough to be considered a chubby boy?
Alright. That takes
Is
care of
Venom considered a fucking...
Please send us pictures of
think
chubby
some
Spider-Man.
versions of Venom could be considered a pudge, depending on how much mass he's put on.
He also has that thing, like, that Pudges sometimes had, where he gets stronger when he...
Yeah, that's a very common pudge. So, yeah, I think certain varieties of Venom will start becoming your garden variety pudge.
If they ever made a Marvel MOBA, he would probably be the Pudge.
Yeah, he would almost certainly be the pudge. Spider-Man would probably be definitely more Bionic Commando, some displacement, but a lot of, like, go-in places. Oh, there he goes. What a good spider boy. Excellent Rancho.
What dead class do you think Deadpool would be?
Class or, like, archetype?
Archetype, I guess, is the...
Well, I mean, it's too bland to just say the actual thing of assassin, because that's already what he is.
No, he's not an assassin, he's a merc.
Oh, yes.
I think he'd be more of like a DPS, right?
Yeah, his thing is he's a merc with the mouth. There was that one time where he just was paid to bother
we can make
Spider-Man
Chinese
to keep him
stand.
distracted. And he's like, oh yeah, my job's done here. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
I mean, that's fair, but but does he also get paid to kill people?
So do mercenaries.
Sure, but like when they get paid to do it as a singular individual, they're doing an assassination.
He is a mercenary who will do a assassination mission.
Sure, that's fine. that's a fair point. Is that he's a mercenary that does
I
assassinations?
think Taskmaster would be more the pure like an assassin. No, Taskmaster would be a carry because he learns everyone else's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. He just farms up real hard and's like, I have 10 million weapons on me.
That just reminds me of the Marvel Diablo you find a video to Taskmaster's day college on VHS.
That's amazing. I know they had a DC MOBA, and I never played it, but I know that they had one, and I wonder who was the Pudge in that.
Well, that one, the Blob doesn't have, he's a hefty boy, but he doesn't have any hooks.
Isn't Blob from Marvel?
Marvel, yeah, but
he's
I
an
was thinking
X-Men.
of Marvel Pudges.
Yeah, he doesn't have any, ability to hook a boy.
Yeah, he's just he would be like some type of hefty support boy.
He's got some chuff to him, yeah.
Can't get upstairs. What's the description for wooden stairs? Can't get upstairs without these.
Really, you can't get up. Just, there's no stairs to be had. You don't even know the concept yet.
It's the, I don't know what description you put for stairs,
would it even be
that's the one.
See, that's the thing, would it be upstairs if there isn't stairs to begin
I'm
with?
a total nerd.
can't
If I had
get
to put
up.
a description for stairs in any game, it would be, I warned you, bro.
I think this is before Sweep. This is before Spodge.
This is before fucking a problem sleuth.
Yeah.
OG, remember?
Oh, right. What are we getting from Donnie? Did we get his coins?
No, not yet. I'm turning in more scoops.
Scoops.
Giving him the old scoop slam.
Listen, I'm not willing to be your friend, Max, but I'm willing to be your employer. Now get me more pictures.
Oh man, we gonna make a thing? Find the golden egg.
Also, there was that one time in the Spider-Man cartoon where Spider-Man gets his ass handed to him by a stage magician, so he agrees to help the stage magician prevent the closing of his, thing by getting J. Jonah Jameson to, destruction of his, the theater house he was protecting by making a public statement that he supported the place being teared down, so J. Jonah Jameson would take the opposite opinion.
Oh my god.
Yes, the Nemesis theory.
I kind of wish it would go further than that, though, and Spider-Man would make friends with someone who's moderately dangerous, and then get J. Jonah Jameson to buy them out as a supervillain and give them super shit, and so that then the guy just now has good equipment and becomes a hero. That would be my favorite thing. I don't know what has that been done in comics or
I think
shows?
the closest that we got is Superior Foes of Spider-Man, which was also like that during that entire period of Spider-Man's life, where he was being controlled by Dr. Octopus, pretending to be Spider-Man.
There just really definitely, I feel, should be a time where there's someone suiting up bad guys, and you just get a good guy to pretend to be bad so he can go in and get good gear.
By the way, the nickname people gave for Dr. Octopus controlling the body of Spider-Man was Spock.
Oh yeah, the clown shoes.
And his entire thing was that he didn't want to turn over New Leaf. He just wanted to prove that he could be a better Spider-Man than Spider-Man. And then eventually he started actually being heroic and stuff. It was an interesting character arc.